Atiku Abubakar has deleted a post he made syndicated on his Facebook and Twitter pages about slaying Deborah Samuel after coming under a barrage of threats from fanatics of northern origin who asked him to forget his presidential ambition. Mr. Atiku's post around 10:20 p.m. on Thursday were deleted less than an hour. Both had garnered thousands of reactions within minutes, according to a screenshot taken by People's Gazette. Most of the comments were fundamentalists who warned the politician to stay away from condemning the murder of the Christian students. There cannot be a justification for such gruesome murder. Deborah Yakubu was murdered, and all those behind her death must be brought to justice, Mr. Atiku said. My condolences to her family and friends. A spokesperson for Mr. Abubakar did not return a request seeking comment about why he took down the post on Facebook. The former vice president didn't delete a similar message that he posted on Twitter until much later, indicating that he might have had a difference between Facebook and Twitter users on the sensitive development. Ms. Samuel was murdered at Segun Shagari College of Education on Thursday morning for allegedly posting comments that blasphemed Prophet Muhammad. The violence that elicited widespread uproar and condemnation with Catholic priest Matthew Kuka and Sultan of Sokoto calling on authorities to immediately bring the killers to book. Mr. Abubakar is from northern Adamawa State but continues to receive support across the country, especially among southern Christians who see him as a moderate statesman. 2023 is making these politicians take different positions. This one is quite shocking. Atiku Abubakar deletes Facebook and Twitter posts on Deborah's killings after fanatics threatened his 2023 presidential ambition. We all heard the sad report yesterday of the killing of a young student in Segun Shagari College of Education in Sokoto State. Very sad one, so unfortunate as well. We know, however, the authorities, they've taken it up, and this morning we got a report that about 2 persons who their faces were spotted on the videos have been picked up, and investigations are currently ongoing. And we also know that a lot of persons have reacted to it. Politicians have reacted. Even the Sultan of Sokoto condemned the killing as well. The Bishop of Sokoto as well, Matthew Kuka, condemned the killings. A lot of people have been speaking about it, that this is barbaric, it's unacceptable, and those responsible for this act should be brought to book. Similarly, Atiku Abubakar, who is also one of the presidential aspirants on the platform of the People's Democratic Party seeking to become president of the country come 2023, he made his own comment, and his comment was on Twitter was, there can be no justification for such gruesome murder. Deborah Yakubu was murdered, and all those behind her death must be brought to justice. My condolences to her family and friends. He shared his comment like he would always speak regarding any injustice or any happenings in the country. We know even regarding Sylvester, the last time that student that was murdered, that was killed in Lagos, he shared his own opinion. He spoke about it. He's always speaking. But this one, most probably because he's from the north, after he spoke, the sort of reaction that followed was unbelievable. Some of them were written in Hausa, but some in English. You have lost our vote. We are not together here anymore. A lot. So he got a lot of reaction, and surprisingly, Atiku Abubakar deleted his post. That leaves us to wonder if he truly means or all these things he says. You know, politicians, they could be very uncertain. Bola Tinubu has told us that politics is uncertain. Politics is also a game of interest, and a lot of things are involved. On Facebook, he made the same post. He posted same on Facebook that there can be no justification. We know very well that Atiku Abubakar is a Muslim as well. That is his religion as well. But he was stating that there could be no justification whatsoever, most probably from his point of view. Even if these guys, they feel offended about Deborah using some kind of words against their prophet, they could call the attention of the authorities. And the way the story even went, the authorities, they even the school authority, the school security, tried to protect Deborah. They put her in their own security room, but they were overpowered by these students who came out, pulled her out, and God have mercy. I pray God grant the family the grace to bear this loss. It's truly a painful one. She was in 200 levels in that college. Atiku Abubakar was sharing, but what is amazing Nigerians right now is that why he now deleted both posts, because Northerners are telling him that he won't get their vote. That is even worse off. Probably he shouldn't have said anything. If you don't mean what you are saying, they don't say it. If you can't stand for what you are saying, I know we've seen this play out with other politicians as well. They say something, and when there is a backlash, when a backlash follows it, they withdraw immediately, or they adjust the statement, or they try to paint it somehow, they paraphrase and just do all sorts. Atiku Abubakar has just done that now, and interestingly, when his spokesperson was contacted, at least to find out the reason behind him deleting this his post, because if it was just one of them, the same post he made on Facebook and Twitter, both were the same, and it was both of them he removed, and it was both of them that received these reactions. Those his supporters threatening not to vote for him in 2023. And this is the man that says he wants to become president just because the people are speaking, people from that region are speaking against what he stands for. It truly means that most probably he's not regretting the death of the student. Maybe he's even happy that she was murdered. I really don't understand, but he has refused to speak about it while he deleted the post. Nigerians are already reacting to this. Some persons are saying that you are scared of losing the vote of Northerners. So, what makes you feel that after displaying this sort of action, putting up something and bringing it down, that what makes you feel that you're going to get the votes of the South? It was just yesterday that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, decided to throw their ticket open. Before now, it was as though Atiku was hanging because he's purchased the forms. And normally, the zoning, it ought to be the South, but I don't know how PDP, how they worked it out. The current president is from the North. Zoning requires that it goes from one region to another, but right now they've decided to jettison it. They've dumped zoning and they've thrown it open, meaning that Atiku Abubakar he's still his journey continues, because if it was just for the South, that means that would have been the end of his presidential ambition. Maybe he's looking at it that now that he's got a lifeline or a chance, that he shouldn't mess it up. That is why he had to delete the post. But we know on the other hand, some Nigerians feel that most probably Deborah would have respected, knowing fully where the zone where she lives, she wouldn't have behaved in that manner. But in all of this, we're saying someone has lost, a family has lost a daughter, a sister, and they are in serious mourning. We just pray that God will give the family the grace to bear the loss. Guys, leave us your own take. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.